What's up, everybody? It's your girl, El Rochelle, the Hardwood Diva, and I'm here for our favorite time of year. Football, y'all. The NFL is back this week. We are getting started with football Thursday, September 4th. I'm excited. Y'all excited? Good. We all excited. All right, so coming up for this NFL Week 1, Thursday, 5:30 p.m. tonight, we've got the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, our 2013 Super Bowl, the 2013 NFL season champs, the Super Bowl champs from earlier this year, are going up against the Green Bay Packers, one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. Seattle never really loses at home, so I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks, though I do believe Green Bay is going to have a wonderful year. Aaron Rodgers just is one of those guys. He's got an amazing offense. The defense tends to do well. I'm expecting to see good things from them, but I'm going with Seattle at home, though I do believe it's going to be a very interesting year for them. The league's been cracking down on defensives, and they're the top one to get cracked down on. They're the ones that will probably be penalized the most. So I'm expecting that they'll still win games this season. I'm just not sure if they'll make it back to the Super Bowl. But hey, we're talking about this week. So this week, I do have them beating the Green Bay Packers at home. So Sunday, oh my gosh, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but last Sunday was so boring. There was like nothing on. I mean, we didn't even have like random basketball or like tennis or anything like just to take up our time. So I'm so excited that we're gonna have football this Sunday and for so many Sundays to come. Oh, so excited. All right, so first up, the 10 a.m. Pacific games. We've got the New Orleans Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going with the Saints. Away from home. I know they're not the greatest, but still going with the Saints. I haven't seen anything that makes me think that they're not going to do well in Atlanta. I'm sorry, but your Hard Knocks was not very interesting. I've literally watched week 1, and that was about it. And I don't really think your team has much to offer as well. So, going with the New Orleans Saints. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going with Cincinnati. I just think this is another one of those teams that's going to still do well. Baltimore, Ray Rice is going to be gone for a couple of weeks. But I'm not sure that's going to affect them too much. But I just think that they're not going to be able to beat Cincinnati. So I'm going with the Bengals. Buffalo Bills versus the Chicago Bears. Going with Chicago. Do believe that Buffalo's defense, which did pretty well last year, will also do good again this year. I think they will be a little bit better on offense as well. This week, though, I'm going with Chicago. Chicago just has an offense that is very, very, very difficult to beat. Defense, I'm not so sure. But what I think is we're going to see a lot of offenses in this game. So I'm going with Chicago Bears. Washington Redskins. I don't know if I'll be saying that name very much more this season. Washington football team versus the Houston Texans. Literally, if you see what I marked, I had Houston, then I crossed it out and put Washington. Then I crossed that out. I don't know. I'll go with Washington. I think they have overall a better set, better players on offense especially. So I'm going to go with Washington, though it's really a toss-up in my opinion. Houston has an awesome defense. Always has. J.J. Watt just got paid. So I'm pretty sure he's excited to show the world exactly why he got that money. So, Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City. They're good. Jamal Charles. I think that's fam. I think we're family somewhere down the line. That's my maiden name. But I like them. I like the Kansas City Chiefs this week. New England versus Miami. New England. Gronk's back. I'm excited about that. I like Gronk. Party hardy Gronk. Party hardy. Just make sure you're on the field doing your job. Oakland Raiders versus the New York Jets. I literally have no answer for this one. I do not know. My pick is going to be extremely random. My husband loves the Raiders. Really hard for me to pick them when they're going across the country. Though I do like Derek Carr. Derek Carr showed me a lot in that final preseason game. I'm glad they named him the starter for this week. Oakland Raiders. I'm going out on a limb. I never picked them. I'm going for the Oakland Raiders. Jacksonville versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Nick Foles is awesome. He really is. I tried to get him for a couple of fantasy leagues. Didn't work out so well. But I really like Nick Foles. I think that team is dynamic. They've added a couple of good pieces to their offense. I know they lost Deshaun Jackson, but they did pick up Darren Sproles, and I think that will be a very good pickup for them and for what they do. I know they lost Michael Vick, but, he wasn't doing much last year either, so who cares? I'm lying. I like Michael Vick. He might do something for the Jets if he actually seems to try, but, whatever. Tangent. Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm sorry, Cleveland is a hot mess. I do not see this team winning, at least against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe Money Manziel can kind of come into his own, but right now I'm not really seeing much. So, going with Pittsburgh. In the last of our early games, Minnesota Vikings versus the St. Louis Rams. Minnesota Vikings, St. Louis suffered a devastating injury during preseason when they lost their quarterback, Sam Bradford. That is tough. I really feel bad for the kid because he keeps getting knocked out. This is really bad for him. This is the second season he's going to miss a large portion of. So I'm really sad to see that, but I don't really know who's going to be their quarterback. So I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings. That's the more stable of these two teams. Alrighty, so our 1:25, I think is what the official time is, p.m. Pacific time. Games. San Francisco versus Dallas. I could lie and say, well, I believe Dallas is going to win because it's in Dallas and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I'd be lying. I think the San Francisco 49ers is going to win. Even with all of the craziness that they've had this offseason, I just believe that they have the ability to go ahead. They still have a really good defense. That is something that is foreign to the Dallas Cowboys at this point. We did pick up Michael Sam for the practice squad. That's it's a huge thing right now, even though he's on the practice squad. I don't know why everybody's so concerned. So there's that. Going with San Francisco. Sorry, Dallas Cowboys. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I really do. But I can't pick you for this game. Carolina Panthers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Carolina Panthers, though I do believe Tampa Bay is going to have a much better season than they did last year. I'm going with the Panthers. And Cam, who is my quarterback for one of my fantasy leagues. So come on, Cam, you got to do your job. Indianapolis Colts versus Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, I just think Peyton Manning's on a tear. Peyton Manning's going to just, obliterate. And I know this because many people that have been seeing him have said this is a Peyton Manning they have not seen as far as practice, as far as just putting in the time. And, he was doing crazy stuff before. So, I'm really excited to see what Peyton has this year. I don't know if they're going to make it to the they'll make it to the playoffs. I don't think they'll get back to the Super Bowl. That'll be a tough one. But I'm going with Denver for this game. New York Giants versus the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. It's been a calm off season for them. That's scary. It's really scary for Detroit. So I actually think that's good. I think they'll be able to do something. So I'm going with the Detroit Lions. They have all of the pieces. They just need to put this puzzle together. Because seriously, it's ridiculous. Put the puzzle together, Detroit. Put it together. Rooting for you. San Diego Chargers versus the Arizona Cardinals in our last game of week 1. San Diego Chargers. Man, I like the Cardinals. Probably because I used to live in Phoenix. But, if it ain't one thing, it's another. They lost Tyrann Mathieu for a minute. He comes back, and literally when he comes back, they lose their best defensive player in Darnell Dockett for the entire season. That's a no bueno. And let's be real, I don't really trust Carson Palmer like that. So I'm going with San Diego. I like the Chargers. They're my sister's favorite team. And I like they've got a good team. They've always had a really good team. So I'm going with San Diego Chargers for this one. There you have it, folks. Those are my picks. I know I ranted, I raved, had a lot to say. I've missed you. I haven't seen you in weeks, months, so much time. So I'm excited to be back. We are ready. If you have any questions, any comments, disagree, agree, hit me down there. Make sure to subscribe. I'll holler at you later. Deuces.